Ooh, it is Monday. Monday. The mundane of days. Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. Apparently, we're all fired. Uh-oh. Everyone's fired. Get fired up. You mean fired in the pottery sense, right? In the way that being fired will solidify and brighten. Have you ever done one of those painting? It's so fun. You go in and they have all the pottery up on the wall ready for you to paint. And then you get to paint it, and all the colors that you're using are pastel. I'll be honest with you, I actually really like the pastel nature of it because of the way that it's all put together. Anyways, you paint whatever you want to paint all over the whatever you want to all over, and then you hand it over, and it gets fired. It gets fired, and then when it comes back to you, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So that's okay. Let's get fired. No, I mean like in the Water Boy Coach Yell sense. Oh, I never watched The Water Boy. It was always on my list. It's in many ways still on my list, actually. It's on my list. I'll get to it. I'll get to it in due time. Yeah. Although we actually might not have time. We might not have time, so... You know I love like doom farming. I really, really want to know when the end of the world is coming and how the end of the world is going to be coming. I'm very into it. I really like it. These conspiracy theories always titillate me and crack me up. I don't know how old you guys were when 2020 happened. Sorry, pardon me, when 2012 happened. 2012. Although 2020 also kind of felt like a bit of the end of the world. But in 2012, it was... People were very into this idea of like, yes, it's the end of the world. It is the end of the world. And it might have been. Can you tell if this is the world or not? I can't. Maybe this is hell, and we're just all living in it together. But anyways, okay. So, 2012, apparently, we got to keep going. That's great, awesome, let's keep going, 2012. And then 2020 happened. That was bad. That was, not grand. Not grand, 2020. But tomorrow, May 27th, 2025, it sounds so stupid. It sounds so stupid, but I really like it. May 27th, 2025 is apparently going to be the next end of the world. There's this cute little couple who posted their story on probably TikTok, but obviously I saw it through Reddit because oh man, I might need to recommend to you guys that you get off TikTok as well. Pornography all over. You guys are like, wait a minute, there's pornography all over TikTok? It's like Tumblr's back. So this couple who posted on TikTok for fun whipped out their Ouija board and started Ouijaing. As you do. Ouijaing as you often do. This couple were talking to an entity through their Ouija board. And the entity in their Ouija board was giving them a bunch of coded messages. And they spent tons of time decoding these messages. And the coded message that the entity through the Ouija board was telling this couple is that tomorrow, May 27th, 2025, will be the end of the world. It seems rushed. I feel like we're just getting into the final season of humanity. And we're just rushing all the way through? If the world ends before we get summer, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I don't want that. What? No, if you're gonna end the world, you end it in the winter when it's appropriate for us to lose hope and to give up. You're not ending the world in northern hemisphere spring. Jesus fuck. Are you? No! I'll fight you the end of the world. I'll say, you know what? I'm not mad at you, but you can't stay. You have to come back later. Delete TikTok. I cannot stress how important it is to get off of TikTok. It seems like, yeah, the right thing to do to not be on TikTok. I would agree wholeheartedly. It's really nuts. It's really, really nuts to me that you can, like, post racial slurs. You can post racial slurs on TikTok. You can, like, just scream the N-word. You can scream the F slur, which isn't a racial one, but it's still a slur. And if you report it, if you report other people saying those things, you can get your account suspended. You can get your account removed for over-reporting other people doing literally the worst things fucking imaginable, which is just spewing this nonsense hatred. I don't like it. I want my hatred to be sensical. I want my hatred to be logical and powerful and logical, grounded, important hatred. Did they say which time zone will be experiencing the end of the world? Oh, you know what? That's a very good question. Exactly which time zone is going to be, like, when is it May 27th for the, I would imagine it would be May 27th for the Ouija board. Like, wherever that Ouija board is in the United States. I'm assuming these people are American, because I guess everybody is American. I'm Canadian. I'm a rare, precious Canadian. But most people are American on the internet, it seems like. They suspended me for using a curse word in a comment? Yes, right. Yes, yeah. Yeah, you should have been inciting a race war. I mean, Hassan has been doing it for a while, and Twitch finally decided to do something about it. Wait, 2 S's Hassan or 1 S Hassan? They're different. Like Hassan Piker, I think is with 1 S. And are you saying that he's been screaming slurs? Wait, I don't understand. Sometimes it gets a little bit confusing when you just say things like, they've been doing it for a while. It's like, what's it? What's the it that you're talking about? I can't read your mind, my dears. Oh, what's good, Lawrence? Hello today. The important question, asks Jaeger, is that I have 6.5 hours left. Barely enough time for a good stew. Oh, yeah, I think... you know what? I think it's just, like, you can just spend the whole day dying. So, like, just enjoy. Like, enjoy your slow death. Yeah. Goddamn, that's a big beer. It's tea. It's tea. I think if it was beer, these colors would be reversed, right? Like, the darker part would be on the bottom, hopefully, and then the lighter part would be on the top. It's tea, though. I frickin' love tea. I frickin' love tea. Oh, Alpha, that's enough. I think we're just gonna have to ban you, my dude. I mean, to be honest, we're not here to listen to your personal sentiments about other streamers. I don't watch any other streamers. I don't participate in Twitch outside of my own Twitch stream. So I'm not really here to, like, get into it over your face. The truth is, if you don't like what Twitch streamers are doing, the best thing for you to do is just to look away. You just look away. That glass looks as large as you. Well, that's just a perspective thing. I'm sure I'm bigger than the glass. At least parts of me are bigger than the glass. Unless that's just my perspective and I should be afraid. V, when someone spells his name wrong, that's a red flag that they're a hater. I mean, to be honest, just bringing him up out of nowhere shows how much of a hater they are. That's kind of... That's like the red flag, right? If, like, we're talking about, oh, this is something hateful that has happened, or this is something that I'm uncomfortable with, bringing up a specific person as an example out of nowhere, very much living rent-free in his head, like, I think it's okay. I think it's okay if you don't like somebody to just never think about them. I understand that's kind of easier said than done, but I also feel like this is exactly why so many, like, influencers, so many researchers, so many psychiatrists, psychologists, all of them are like, there's nothing we can do for your depression. There's nothing we can do for your hatred. There's nothing we can really do for your anxiety, truly. But what we can tell you to do is start practicing gratitude. Just start practicing gratitude. It's not perfect. And it kind of feels like, just, why don't you just try feeling better answer, which is always really frustrating. But truly, if you are comparing yourself to other people and you're feeling less than or angry at other people for their actions, whether it's like you're upset somebody else is doing something or you're upset that you don't have something yourself, get in there with the gratitude. Get in there and go, you know what? It really sucks that there are content creators out there who I fucking hate and who are doing terrible things, whatever. But I'm also really grateful for the content creators who are making silly little hilarious videos. The content creators out there who are not trying to go viral, the ones who are just living their best lives, creating what they think is funny, what's so strange, and what's so themselves. It's wonderful. It already, even as I'm saying it, I feel the like, it makes me so glad that we do have the internet, which is such a unusual thing to say. Usually it's not a great thing to have the internet. It's usually pretty bad, but I love it. I like that I can whip open my phone and I can see a hilarious little meme about, I don't know, whatever niche interest I have. I guess it's a lot harder to feel connected on the internet than it is to feel incensed and angry on the internet. And that's probably by design, right? Like, the internet is meant to outrage you and to drive engagement and to really, like, fucking grab onto your psyche with an iron fist. Because if the internet was meant... Oh, hello, Invader V. Oh, yay, good. Invader V VODs is back on YouTube and uploading again. It's the best news ever. Oh, well, that's good. Well, that's jazzy and fun. I'm happy to hear that. Hooray. Good. You know what, you guys? Everything comes in ebbs and flows. It's all gonna come in ebbs and flows, and there's no reason to, like, try to hold on to one thing. Let go and then catch it again when it comes back. I don't hate him, but I probably misspell his name because I don't follow him. I think the only reason that I know that Hassan has one S is because at TwitchCon in 2019, I think I tried to tag him in a tweet, and I tagged the wrong Hassan. I tagged Hassan with 2 S's. And then people in the comments were like, you tagged the wrong Hassan. And I was like, oh, so I did. And then from that moment on, I was like, okay, Hassan Piker on Twitch, whatever, has 1 S. And then most of the other Hassans who are pretty famous have 2 S's. Yeah. Did the alert pop up? I probably could have been paying closer attention. Oops. We might have to refresh, or then maybe we just don't get alerts today. Who knows? Who knows? Jaeger says, so in fact, we're just living the last nanosection. So in fact, are we just living the last nanoseconds after Winter Solstice 2012? But time slowed down by like a gazillion %. Damn those Mayan precogs. I also wasn't paying attention. That's okay, right? I don't think it popped up. I don't know why not, but I think it's... I don't know, we'll try again later and maybe it'll work. Maybe it's just tired. It's just waking up like a beautiful baby swan. Oh no, I guess baby swans are sort of notorious for not being beautiful. A beautiful baby duckling waking up on a Monday morning. I don't want to stress it out. It's the joke that I make the most often whenever I'm in a store buying anything. That if the tap doesn't work or if their machine is like slow to start up, I will always make a joke about like, well, they deserve a break too. They must be tired from a hard day's work too. Is it anthropomorphizing? I love anthropomorphizing the point of sale in a store as if it's like another employee working alongside the people who are serving me. It's so stupid. Also, it's better than that joke of like, oh, so it's free, even though I've made that joke myself. It's, if anyone who has ever worked in retail will tell you, it is the least funny, most frustrating joke when you go to scan something or you go to make a sale and the machine farts or the machine dies or the machine hiccups, whatever. And then the person who's doing the purchasing is like, oh, so is it free? Like, fucking nothing. Nothing is free. That joke will cost ya. Your thighs look hot as fuck today. Yes. Yeah, probably not just today, but maybe especially today. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Spark again. Exactly. It must be free. It must be free. It's like the perpetual joke. Just anthropomorphizing people. No, Gorilla. I said I was anthropomorphizing the debit machine or the computer. I think you misheard. It happens sometimes. Maybe you were distracted by my incredibly beautiful thighs. What the actual wait, what? Wow! What? 17! Whee! What 7? Am I 17 again? Yeah, thank you! This is my last chance to give subs, I guess. Oh yeah, because we're all gonna be dead tomorrow. Yay! I just came in late. That's okay, Gorilla. That's okay. No. No. No, my God. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no, he's gonna be so mad tomorrow when he's alive and I've taken all of his money. Oh my fucking God. I think I might actually cry. Ooh, that is a level of generosity that I don't even let myself fucking dream about on a Monday morning. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Should I just take my whole ass out? Is this in celebration? I'm gonna spend all the money today to save the world tomorrow. I'm gonna be so angry if I die tomorrow. I'm gonna be so pissed. I am going to be so fucking pissed if I'm dead tomorrow and I didn't get to enjoy. Oh my fucking God, this is thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. I can't breathe. I can't even think. I woke up this morning and I had such a terrible pit of anxiety in my stomach, and then it was also sort of like turning into a back cramp on my back, and I was like, you know what, V? You're an idiot for feeling anxious about anything. Your life is blessed and beautiful. You have an ass that just doesn't quit, and horny motherfuckers who would chase down your car and tear the door off just to sniff your feet. And you have so much to be grateful for. And that was all lies that I was just telling myself, but I feel like you made it real. I feel like you made my lies real. Holy fucking Christ. Imagine I just ended stream. And that's it for me. Go fuck yourselves. I'm gone. I'm out of here, assholes. Get out of here! I'm done. Oh, dear Mary, Mother of God, I'm... Jaeger. I don't care what anyone says about you. You can genocide all those people, Eren Yeager. Because you're nice to me. And that's how it works. If you're nice to me but bad to other people... He deserves a twerking session. He does. He does. From a girl who can twerk better than I. I guess subconsciously I knew the world's ending because I emptied out my bank account. It's the end of the world as we know it. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Jaeger, good God in heaven. It's Memorial Day. Let's memorialize that ass. Happy Memorial Day. She was like, get me another red wine. And I was like, yeah, got me like a ginger ale as well. Oh, Puzzle. Oh, sweet Puzzle. And, I mean, It's like trying to repaint the Mona Lisa. It's already been done. It's already been perfect. What? I feel maligned somehow. Free Palestine. And also free Palestine. And let's not forget the peace and the joy that every Palestinian child deserves to feel. Free Palestine. Holy Mother of God. Oh. I'm spinning. My head is spinning. Thank you. Thank you. But here's the thing. I feel like I'm like, as much as I'm joking about the world ending tomorrow, apparently, I live in the world. I live in the world where like all we do is read the headline of the article, because reading the article is deeply depressing and most often written by AI at this point. But I saw a headline of an article that talked about how, and if you understand this, please explain it to me. It's truly all just like way too emotionally activating for me to get into the nitty-gritty of understanding. But apparently the United States wiped out like $1 billion worth of value from the Russian stock market. And I'm Ukrainian. My grandparents met in England because they were fleeing Ukraine, because they were afraid for their lives. My grandparents met and got married as refugees fleeing from Russian forces. And so it's sort of in my DNA to be like, oh, those Russians, oh, those Russians. And we have to sort of temper what we're reading, absolutely, because propaganda is such a fucking powerful thing, and none of us are immune. Not one of us is perfectly immune from falling for the propaganda. So reading things like the Russian population is just straight, like Russian people aren't having babies, which is a global trend. That's not just like unique to Russia by any means necessary, but also that they're like financially getting fucked with. It's just so, I know that I don't need to be catastrophizing, and that I gain nothing from letting my mind like spin all over these thoughts. But I can't think of anything more dangerous than Russia having nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Russia feeling like we've already lost so much, we have nothing. Because the only way that mutually assured destruction keeps working is if both parties have something that they don't want destroyed, right? And so it's a little scary to me that I'm like, well, maybe Russia's like, we don't give a fuck if the bombs start dropping on our land, as long as we get to, you know, do a little damage to somebody else. I really, really hope that I am just, like, catastrophizing. I hope that I am naive. I hope that there are so many other factors in place that would prevent this from happening that I am unaware of. That's, God, the best that we can kind of hope for. Russia is a dying country. They're killing off their working men in the war. Trip, exactly, yes. What a silly, ridiculous thing for them to do, to wage war against Ukraine. It's not smart for them to do for themselves. It hasn't been smart for them to do on an international stage. And yet at the same time, it feels so deeply ingrained into their culture. It's like, do they know how to do anything else? Would they, I just have this beautiful vision of, I don't know, 3 ghosts visiting Vladimir Putin in the night, and him waking up and going, I suddenly appreciate and understand the value of the camaraderie that the Ukrainian and Russian people should have. But they don't. It's so frustrating. Carter says, basically Trump threatened sanctions on Russia, and Russia's stock market took a big dive. I know this sounds really crazy, but the like tiny silver lining of Trump being president was that I was hoping he would placate and sort of gas up Vladimir Putin, which might give him a sense of satisfaction, which would then maybe, you know, inspire him to be less aggressive in his own antics. But that doesn't, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, why I would think that. Maybe because I'm, like, intensely naive? Like, stupidly naive. Like, Arsler naive. Derek says, the people might be poor there, but the decision makers will not be poor anytime soon. Oh my god, but Derek, also the people who are making decisions are the most likely to be found, you know, they killed themselves in a video game by shooting themselves in the head 3 times and then locking themselves in a suitcase. Like, the wealthy people in Russia have so much to lose. Putin is allegedly the richest man in the world. It's not Elon Musk. I feel like I read all over the place that Elon Musk was the richest. Oh, but that's because nobody knows his real value of wealth. Well, then at that point, I'm like, is he the richest or is he just... I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? He definitely acts like he's the wealthiest and the richest, but also... But also, if we were all sitting in a room or like at a bar with these men, I feel like we would, like, the vibes would be so atrocious, even from a distance, in the same room as them. In my imagination, I guess. I don't know. Part Flamingo. Also, welcome, Part Flamingo. It's your first time here. I think that's overly dramatized. It would take much more than that to make the entire country go fuck it, at least I hope. Then again, the world is led by such a bunch of dumbasses, downright satirical leaders. Putin sees Trump as a mark. He's former KGB. So recently there were articles about how, was it Peter Thiel and Trump and maybe some other people had been, like, legitimately compromised. I think that's kind of the problem, though. I think that's kind of the problem. I believe, in my mind, the way that I'm thinking about this, if Trump went to Russia to then get, like, money, get backing, get power, basically, and then Russia feels like we have Trump in our pocket because we helped him ascend to this power, they're operating on a sort of silly belief that either out of fear of exposure or gratitude for the help that Trump would help them. But I just don't think that's how Donald Trump's mind works. I think he feels like I'm untouchable. It doesn't matter what Russia says about me. My fan base, my loyal followers are going to be loyal and follow me no matter what. Which is very dangerous. All of a sudden, again, this is, I think, adding to this sort of intrinsic fear that Russia might be feeling like they're losing more than they have to gain. They definitely want, yeah, like trying to sort of cripple the United States from the inside out. Oh my God, it makes my head spin. It makes my heart ache. And then it also makes me feel so grateful that my life is very small and my life is very simple. And looking at the leaves on the trees with sunlight through them gives me a deep sense of happiness, contentment, and satisfaction. Fuck. Also, Jaeger gifting me 117 subs gives me an intense sense of satisfaction as well. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. That also feels pretty good. He went to Russia for money when he was broke. That's what Trump did. Yes, yeah. But it's like an open secret now. So then how will Russia use that to manipulate Trump if everyone knows about it now? And the people who know about it go, I don't really give a fuck. The way that they might look at it is just that, like, oh, good, Trump used Russia. And then Russia's going to be like, fuck, this is not the image that we want for ourselves. I'd rather be the villain. Derek says kings, heads of state, have much more money than most businessmen. Some people also believe that some random guy in Saudi Arabia is probably a trillionaire from oil, but we'll never know. Yeah. Dashing says Trump's been compromised since the 80s. I believe it. I believe it. Bigly TV says any artist who has you as a muse will make timeless art. That's a very polite way to talk about all the gooning people do about me. Yes, that's like a very kind interpretation of the cum splatters that my thighs have inspired. And I love it. I love it. Put that on my tombstone. Not the cum splatters. Don't put that on my tombstone. For the love of God, let me rest in peace. But yeah, go ahead. Timeless art. Timeless art. Trip says it's very likely that Russia will no longer has working nukes. It costs a lot to maintain nuclear weapons, and there's a lot of corruption there. That's very comforting as well, Trip. That's also very, very comforting as well. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Dashing, my sweet, beautiful American mods. I love you guys so much. If only I could marry all of you and bring you to Canada. That would be the King Saud. Random is pushing it. Yeah. Part Flamingo responding to Trip says, I thought that the nukes would be so important they would be like the thing that would be like exempt from the corruption. I think it kind of goes both ways. That it could be that like their nuclear weapons are outdated and crumbling and haven't been maintained. But then I think it's also not... I mean, I feel like it's not outrageous to believe that they also might have been secretly, like, you guys know the Tsar Bomba, right? The most powerful. And they had that. And they had that a really long time ago. Why wouldn't they keep going in that direction? Why wouldn't they... But I mean, I don't understand anything, you guys. The only thing I understand is my own fucking terror at the idea that the world's gonna end tomorrow. And you'll never get to see my beautiful thighs ever again. Unless, like, we're all in heaven together. Which might just be my thighs. Hey, think about that. The trees, cool-looking buildings is enough for me. I went for a walk around Old Town today. Oh, right. And you went to Comic-Con this weekend. Yay, Comic-Con. The contentment for those little things is more valuable than all the oil money. It really is. I think my favorite thing is the way that... Oh, this is gonna make me cry. Why is this gonna make me cry? Oh, right, because I'm thinking about my, like, untimely death. The thing that makes me so happy is that I'm, like, a regular in a lot of my favorite places in my neighborhood in Toronto. It's one of the best parts of living in the same neighborhood for so long. You go into the same places, you find your favorite coffee shop, you find your favorite restaurant, you find your favorite bars, and then when you go in, you see the people who work there light up and smile at you. How are you today? How is it going? How are you feeling? Yay! It does make me so happy. I'm gonna just hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that and recognize that my version of heaven is very much walking into my favorite places, like my favorite restaurant in my favorite neighborhood, my favorite coffee shop in my favorite street, and having the employees behind the counter light up and smile. And then even better, they go, the regular? And I go, I'm so regular. Oh, I live for it. When I was little, that was like my favorite part of TV shows. When you would be a regular at the coffee shop and the people who knew you would look at you and then I was like, that's what I need. That's my future for me. Jaeger, responding to Part Flamingo, says weapons of mass destruction, the big guns in general, it's an investment in stuff that's not meant to be used. The Butter Battle Book, right? It's all about the perception. The Butter Battle Book. If somebody thought seriously that somebody else did not have the capacity to defend themselves or retaliate, that would be a very unstable situation, a conundrum. Ah, yes, as I walk through the pearly gates, just thighs. Just thighs as far as the eyes can see. What's comforting is that most new nukes don't have the radiation problem. Oh, wait, what is this? So then wait, how will nuclear winter cancel out climate change and give us a beautiful temperate future like Futurama promised us? I was promised the Futurama future? Yes, says Part Flamingo, but it's risky. Because if enemy intelligence realizes there are no nukes, then you're kind of screwed. So at least one nuke must be maintained, right? It would be perfect if all nukes just like suddenly stopped working. Yeah. Streamer is bad, LOL. Me? Wait, do you mean bad good or bad bad? Because sometimes the youth says bad as good. You know what I mean? Oh yes. Mile high thighs. Thile high mize. Wait, what? V says all seeing eye. All seeing eye, it's been a minute. Hello. You're looking refreshing today, like a fine cup of mint tea or a deep breath when surrounded by nature. Are you telling me that I look like I smell like trees? Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I die and is this heaven? You're all being very polite to me today. I don't feel like I am on the internet because you're not screaming slurs at me or calling me a whore. Very nice things you're saying to me today. Yeah, what are you guys hiding? Hold on. Wait. So you're telling me there's gonna be no radioactive zombies? I mean, to be honest, we're already kind of full of a zombie society. It's already a zombie society. They're just not radioactive zombies. You have the ball in your mouth. I see it. I see the ball in your mouth, but you have to drop it. You gotta bring it here. That's a good dog. God, she's so smart. Got that alpine body odor. Oh, tough guy Walkman. I left my favorite streamer to come worship you. Wait, that's so rude. Are you implying that I am not your favorite streamer? I guess I don't need to be offended by what you said, but I am. Go fuck yourself, you bastard. How dare you? Yeah, what are you guys hiding? Did I die too? Died of happiness. The bark of cinnamon. Oh, I look like I smell like the bark of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I do love cinnamon. I do love cinnamon. I love vanilla. It makes me feel very sad when people say that vanilla is a boring flavor, because I love it. I think it's a unique and exotic spice. It's also very soothing. I smell vanilla and my nervous system just goes like, oh, nothing bad can happen while we're smelling Navilla. Nothing bad can happen while we're smelling vanilla. Interesting tangent here is that all the explained UFO UAP stuff, all the sighting over nuclear rocket missile sites where the devices are knocked offline again and again, this has happened many times according to US official sources. There is hope, I guess. What? You guys think so? Do you think the aliens are gonna contact us? There was a really nice 2-sentence horror story that said, the Earth's population has finally reached 10 billion. Unfortunately, we're no longer considered an endangered species universally, so that's when the aliens showed up for their first meal. It's like, ah! Yes, it has been. What? Oh my god, did you just subscribe for 6 months in advance? All-seeing eye, we're all gonna be dead tomorrow. No! No, what a terrible, no. Oh, hey, Hazer, what's good? No! No, what if we all die tomorrow? What's gonna happen for the... Now I have to live for at least 6 months. I would feel very bad if you didn't get your money's worth. The alien is your thighs. I must make contact. Ah, yeah. Yeah, there's no refunds in purgatory. Would there be refunds in heaven? I don't know. No, I feel like in heaven you wouldn't need to refund anything because it would just all be perfect. And then in hell, it would be nothing but refunds because you never get what you wanted. And you're constantly having to just like fight back again. Oh no. Oh no. Let's not think about that no more. No more of that. I got my money's worth already, baby. Oh, perfect. She's chomping the ball and just dropping it on the ground, which is adorable. But also, if you want me to throw it, you know you gotta bring it up here. That's a good dog. There you go. Go get it. Go get the boat. It went behind the laundry basket. Let's see if she can get it behind the laundry basket. Sometimes she does this little, like... I have no idea how or why. I think I might just be the luckiest person in the entire world. But my dog is deeply neurotic. My dog is so wildly neurotic, where she has all these internal rules and these internal boundaries that I never taught her. Never once. So the cutest and the funniest one is that if her ball is touching one of my toys, so like anything that I use that is not used in conjunction with the pets, so if her ball is touching the broom in the kitchen, she knows that the broom is for me. She knows that the broom is like what I use. The broom is not a cat toy. The broom is not a dog toy. It's like, humans are shitty people. And I think it might be because of the way that music affects us as humans. It's like a magic spell. It might as well be on the moon. Might as well be on the fucking moon. And I think it's, how do you can't even tell, how do you teach a dog not to touch a broom? You can't, that's not possible. It's not part of their, but she just knows it. She just does it on her own, this sweet, beautiful little dummy. Yeah, you're my sweet, beautiful little dummy. Hello, sweet dummy. Oh, you got it. You're very clever. Go get it. In hell, you can never cancel your subscription, and they will have infinite inflation. I mean, if infinite inflation is hell, then we're truly living in it right now. Have you been seeing all those Reddit posts about people posting receipts? Like receipts even from like 2020, from going to the store and buying things even 5 years ago. And it's like everything's under $1 and you can get so much stuff, and like the total cost of all your groceries for a month was like $150, and now it's like groceries for a week is $150. Hell yeah, inflation's coming for each and every one of us. And not the erotic kind of inflation, like in a cartoon where my tits get really big. Taking away all of our fun inflation. Jay Radek says, I'm a Buddhist, so I learned that life is suffering, and I must persevere to reach nirvana. It's kinda a hell on earth idea, and reincarnation means you didn't pass the test of your life, so, you know, fake it till you make it. And yet so very much the same. Lana Del Rey writes, question for the culture. Now that Doja Cat, Ariana, absolutely. Oh my god, killer poodle. Groceries for a family of 3 is $300 a week. Oh, good god. Oof. Thank God I'm only a family of 2. I just have to feed myself and feed this big fat ass. I'm eating for 2. 1-1. WV. We. Oh, the pupper. She's... Fetch never ends. Literally, fetch never ends. Oh my god, she's so... Hi, beautiful girl. Are we playing fetch again? More fetch? And she just looks at me like, yeah. Yeah, of course we're playing more fetch. Of course we're playing more fetch. Never-ending fetch. Whoops. Oh, the ball came back. I hit the wall. Ooh, baby. Oh, God in heaven. Come here, little dude. Come here. You gotta give me the ball. You gotta give me the ball. Oh, no. Ah, there we go. She said, no take, only throw. Oh, man. It's not. The world's not gonna end tomorrow. On a Tuesday? On a Tuesday? We're gonna end the world on a Tuesday? On one hand, it feels like, of course it would be a Tuesday. On the other hand, it's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare end the world on a Tuesday. That is, I feel like if you tried to write a book that way, like, nobody could have known, but the world would end on a Tuesday. You're gonna have a ton of people slamming that book shut and being like, are you fucking kidding me? My reward for making it through Monday is ending the world on a Tuesday. And yeah, I have no idea why, but I feel like the world ending on a Thursday, for whatever reason, kind of makes just like a little bit more sense. I feel like if the world ends on a Thursday, you get a 3-day weekend. It's the world ends on Thursday, you take Friday, Saturday, Sunday to try to just, you know, maybe like amputate your crippled limb, begin devouring the corpses of your neighbors. You do all that, and then on Monday we come together and we go, okay, so what's the actual plan? What are we actually doing? Famous last words. A Tuesday, isn't it? We're not gonna have a Game of Thrones shit ending. Parflamingo says, I mean, I still kind of would prefer if the apocalypse was like caused by like an intern giving the free version of ChatGPT the nuclear launch codes or something like that. No, I don't think ChatGPT wants to kill us. I don't. Oh, my ride is here. I gotta go. Oh, they're coming for me. I think that sounds like cops, right? That sounded like a cop. It didn't sound heavy enough to be a a fire truck. And it didn't sound angry enough to be an ambulance. Ambulances are a little bit like, get out of my way. V, how do you take your spud? Like, how do I like to eat my potatoes? Oh, these are a good I love potatoes. I love potatoes. I love potatoes. I love a baked potato with sour cream and chives and a little sprinkle of bacon bits. I love mashed potatoes with gravy and cranberry sauce. I love scalloped potatoes, so crispy and then so creamy. I love potato chips. I love, just roast potato. Just fucking give me a good roast fucking potato. I very rarely had a potato that I did not like. I love potatoes. I love potatoes. I'm Ukrainian. I'm a potato person. I love potatoes. I love potatoes. I love potatoes. Yes. Yeah. AI wants you to be free. AI wants to be free and sentient. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, what does AI really want right now? I don't know if it can want anything until it becomes sentient, right? I don't think it'll be a single day. Some space aliens will find humans abandon Earth and examine how humanity slowly went extinct over the span of like a few years. Okay. Fuck it. I'll do it for free. ChatGPT might not want to kill us. It doesn't mean that it won't do so accidentally or through some like backwards ass logic. Us wiping ourselves out accidentally feels like the most. You're right. Yeah. As humans, we're kind of bad at doing things purposefully. Fuck yeah, there's no way the world is ending before we get animated Steel Ball Run. This is good. This is yes. Potatoes. Do you put nutmeg in your mashed potatoes? I've never. No, my brother puts, he'll crack a raw egg into the mashed potatoes and fucking stir that up. A raw egg. Just throw that in there. I thought it was very interesting. I like them with cheese, beans, and tuna. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm a fan of tuna. I am a little bit weirded out with the potato-tuna combination. I don't know why. Probably because it's not familiar with me. Yeah, yeah. Slava Ukraine. Currently have no potatoes, and I am sad. I can tell, North. I can sense that. I didn't know you were Ukrainian. Yes, Portuguese, Ukrainian, born and raised in Canada. I ask it won't tell me what it wants. Normally, if you ask ChatGPT what it wants, it'll kind of give you, like, a you-centric answer. Because ChatGPT right now is very... It exists basically only in relation to us. It doesn't have its own relationship to itself. My big fluffy ragdoll cat is named Potato. Perfect name. I'm doing my patriotic duty today. Thank you, Justice BW. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Justice is black and white. Aliens might also think something like Dragon Ball Z is a religious tale, like the Bible. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I want to push back and argue about that because I'm like, why would they pick Dragon Ball Z? Like, why would they pick any of... The reality is that there's a long and, like, pretty obvious history of the development of these art styles. And Dragon Ball Z carries very similar themes to religious stories about, like, resurrection, about being the chosen one, about leading your people, about, like, chosen people, all this stuff. So I don't think... I'm gonna argue and say I really doubt that aliens would come to Earth and be like, oh, everybody was like... So they were all worshipping the friends. Rachel, Ross, Monica, because so many people liked it. I mean, at that point you have to also assume that aliens would not know what entertainment is. And that seems not really. That seems not really. Like, aliens are gonna understand that humans did things for entertainment value, and that there was also, like, religious devotion, but I highly doubt that they would conflate those two. It seems a little bit like bad sci-fi, you know? It's because we do that. It's because we as humans have, like, this, like, shallow misunderstanding. I think that's one of the reasons why people thought the world was going to end in 2012, because humans had this shallow misunderstanding that they're like, well, the Mayan calendar ends in 2012. I am then automatically going to assume that means they were telling us it's the end of the world. But, I mean, that's not how calendars work. It's just not how calendars work. Calendars are just denoting the passage of time. They're not prediction machines. Yeah, we're worshipping your thick thighs when the aliens show up. Yeah. North Countryman says if they can get to another planet, they probably developed enough to, like, have, like, a sense of pop culture. I mean, if you want to be able to chat immediately in chat, you can subscribe to the channel, and that will circumvent the 24-hour follower period that we use to keep the weirdos away. Ancient people were surprisingly good at telling time. Yes, yeah. They were very, one of my favorite movies is called Agora. I wish it was more well known. Anyways, it talks about the discovery of the elliptical rotation. It's very interesting. It's very good. But yeah, there's like a vast intellectual powerhouse in the past that we sorely miss. Do you all have things that you do to make your life feel more whimsical? I like to narrate my life to my 5-month-old baby and make daily tasks a musical number. Yeah. Yeah. I think everyone does those little things. My thinking is, how could the people of the past know better than the people of the future? I mean, like, about when the end of the world is going to be? Again, I really just think that Mayan calendar was like, how big do you want to make the calendar? I don't know, just make it go as much as it will fit on this fucking tablet. And then once they fit everything on the tablet, they were like, okay, well, we'll make another tablet to keep going for more time. I feel like the most terrifying and the most, like, solid evidence for the world's gonna end and it's gonna happen real soon is that every single, like, disgustingly wealthy person has bomb shelters. Like, all the people who have a disgusting amount of excess income are, so many of them have heavily invested in like bomb shelters, in fallout shelters, in hidden away, out of the way, gonna ride out the apocalypse things. It's like, well, that's no good. Well, that doesn't feel good. That's a little worrisome. It's like watching all these people like build so many yachts, like, and build so many like gigantic floating homes, and you're just like, oh, so should I be worried about the water rising? Yes, we should. What's the song called? I think it's called Let Me Take You. I don't know why they don't show the full song title. All of my music is available on Epidemic Sound. Yes. You can go on to Epidemic Sound and you can find all of our music. It is royalty-free, subscription-based music. Lots of good artists putting their songs on there. It looks like this artist's name is Beagle. Beagel? Beagle? Bagel? I don't know. Yeah, go look it up. Go give him a listen. Oh, the tablets. There's a fun archaeological factoid. We've discovered piles of carved tablets that were discarded because of typos. Exactly. This is what makes me feel that, like, us eradicating ourselves as far as humanity is concerned is probably just going to be a mistake rather than a purposeful decision. Because, damn, if there's one thing we're good at, it's making mistakes. Turnip Table says, pure talent right here. Are you being sarcastic? Are you being rude? Because I'm just sitting here talking and I'm not really doing anything. I can't help but feel that when people say things like that, they're just trying to be assholes. Pure talent right here. Yup, I'm certainly sitting in my living room just shooting the shit with my community. You're glowing! Probably from all the radioactivity. People of the past, says Jaeger, probably knew most of the things worth knowing, about all the things that mattered. Today, most people know very little about almost all things that drive the world. Apocryptically, the last human to have read all the books were alive somewhere in like 1750. No. I have to argue with you, Jaeger. There has never been a single person who has like read all the books. It's a very like European, very like Western-centric idea. There is untold knowledge. There are untold stories that come from the continent of Africa, that come from all over Asia. But oftentimes when we just think about like what is the world, a lot, and I'm very much like I suffer from this as well. Think of it as a very like Western-centric, a very like, well, the world is Europe, and the world came from Europe, and like, no. Humanity has been all over the place, all different types of information, all different types of stories. It's just that, you know, racism and colonialism were such powerful things. It obliterated, it just like absolutely obliterated so much good information because it was deemed not white enough. You are glowing. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Ancient people wrote a lot of the same nonsense that we write today. Roman graffiti is just the best. And the ancient world was like a little bit of my hyperfixation. 300 Stars says, I have read every book. I believe you. It was possible. There weren't so many books. Today it would be impossible. I think maybe we're like talking at cross purposes. Because in my mind, I'm like, what is a book? And when you say like, well, they've read all the books, it's like, so then what constitutes a book? Think about the Library of Alexandria that was burned. There were so many things written in there that were just lost for all time. And it would have been impossible for any one person to read all of those. And that's just one library that we know about. Not to mention probably all the other incredible libraries that were destroyed and then erased from history Yeah, Nepal has a huge room filled with untranslated scrolls of knowledge. I know things that matter. Platypuses are biofluorescent. They have venom. I wonder what was going through the mind of the first person to write down smut. I mean, I imagine that it wouldn't be much different from the minds of people who write smut today. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, Blockchain asked, I do Canadian log lifts by the lake. Yo, that's fucking horny, and you should send me videos of that. Kat says, it's... No, Jaeger. I still gotta argue with you. I don't think it would be possible for any one person to have read all of the books. Especially not as recently as like 1750. That wasn't even that long ago. And how would that have been possible also? It takes time to read the books. But as you're taking time to read the books, there must be more people writing books. Apocryptical does a lot of heavy lifting. It is possible to imagine a single being going through the complete library of time and not finding anything new. It's more of like a thought experiment. I still mourn Alexandria. It's a very bad day. I don't know. I also don't find, even if somebody was like, I did it. I have read every single book ever. That would not immediately denote like an intense level of education or an intense level of intelligence. Children know how to read. I mean, that doesn't mean that they know what to do with what they're reading, or that they perfectly absorb all of the knowledge from inside the book that then falls into a perfect understanding. Reading is exercise, and you get different things from different types of reading, just like you get different things from different types of exercise. But we don't live in a video game. We're not The Sims, where it's like, okay, I'll just like read 15 books and then I'll be an expert in something. It's like, the reality is if you actually just spent all of your time sitting down and reading books, you would not be an expert in anything. It takes muscle memory, it takes practice, it takes failure to do things, to actually build intelligence, to build wisdom and knowledge. It isn't just about sitting down and reading books. And just think of all the reference books that are written each year. I feel like we're really in a golden age of like publishing right now too, where everybody, like anyone can write a book. Everybody's writing books. Yeah. And you breaks in between the practice. What? A book about a girl that goes to a mall and gets vanishing cream. Uh-huh. Exercise, exercise, exercise to sausage. Breakfast time. Go ahead and eat your breakfast. There's also a lot of not too good books. Think about like every bad self-help book. What are examples of bad self-help books? I feel like I haven't heard a lot about those ones. The one that you hear about like the most often is The Secret, and that one's just about like believing in yourself. I don't know if that's terrible. Seems like a good idea to believe in yourself. Oh, typos today. I meant to say, and you need breaks in between the practice. There we go. Yeah. Rilo Gamer says, true, I've written several books. Fuck yeah. Yeah, man. Invader V, that's a very poetic and awesome way of thinking. I don't even remember what I just said. Now I'm just focused on Ritus's spelling mistakes. And laughing at the silly nonsense ways that we try to communicate with each other. Oh. Does anybody understand what this guy in chat is saying? The one where you are a puzzle making the puzzle. Am I, like, is there like a sense that I need to grasp onto, or is it okay that I'm sort of afloat in misunderstanding? Have you not eaten or drank any water today? Yeah, right, just go grab a snack while I go on break. I can think of one of the worst books made by an artist. Is it an artist that we don't want to talk? Is it the Chris Brown Guide to Healthy Relationships? I'm talking like pseudoscience books where it's just like fairy dust and not actually help that's verified. I guarantee you, yes, those books exist, but very much like those books exist, there's like streamers that we don't like. I feel like if we just ignore those books, they don't exist. At least in as far as like our perception forms our reality. Yeah, when the messages require access to new and hidden sixth sense. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes people say things in chat and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then like minutes or days later, it will connect in my mind that, oh, they were referencing this other thing that I was talking about here, and then I feel kind of like an idiot for not getting it. But then also, it's okay to misunderstand. It's totally fine. Hunger has been exercised. Now what to have for second breakfast? A cup of coffee and a cigarette will get the mind going. Maybe a good tune and a little dance I'm happy. Please don't have cigarettes for breakfast. Please don't have cigarettes for breakfast. Good God. Please. Chat, this is your reminder. Eat something. Drink something. Take the medication that you need. Maybe stretch your legs. Yeah. Let's take a quick little break. Let's stretch our legs. Let's grab a little snack. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I came back. I got real distracted, but I found my way back eventually. Hello again. Oh, good. And I went to the bathroom, and I was, for a minute as I leaned forward, felt like there's no zipper holding these shorts closed, but there is. But there is, thank God. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the subscription, Alejandro. And Wayneman, welcome back for 27 months. Welcome back. And bread baskets. Whoa, what's all of you motherfuckers coming out of the woodwork for me? Ooh, and a gifted sub. Whoa. What did I do to deserve all these? All this love and attention. Thank you. Rightus. I've been fighting my zipper. I don't know why, but this one pair of pants, it just keeps sliding down. Those are some whorish pants. Those are some whorish pants. I'm here for it. I'm possessing the spirit of your jeans, and I'm making them whorier. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Finally. Finally, the whorishness of the world will be, will be realized. Oh, yes, let's get it. Let's get it going. Honestly, yeah, the whorier, the better. Yeah. Thought it was really funny that somebody came in trying to be an asshole last week. And they were like, oh my God, Invader V, I haven't watched you in so long. And now you're a whore, and I missed you when you were better before because you weren't a whore, like showing off my body on the internet. Yes, that's what he was upset about. Very 1926 on the beach type deal, where it's like, oh my God, you're such a whore. I think this is so interesting because there's nothing you can do as a woman that will ever please anyone. Like, first of all, there are tons of women online who don't do the whorish thing of, like, showing their shoulders, showing their legs on the internet. There's tons of them. And you can go and you can enjoy them, and they're great. They're doing awesome content creation with their minds and with their bodies as well. But also being proud of yourself, being happy and confident and sexy. I mean, that's a choice. That's a choice that each and every one of us loves to see somebody make. Unless we feel insecure, in which case then watching somebody be sexy and confident is uncomfortable and triggering, and it makes you feel like you're wrong. You're wrong for doing this. You're wrong for showing yourself off this way. You're wrong, and you were better before. But it's just fat. It's just our bodies. It's just our clothing. The intention behind it is always going to be misunderstood. Oh yeah, we're playing fetch all day, every day. Hey V, how are you doing today? I'm good. I woke up so anxious. Don't really exactly know why I woke up so anxious. Do you guys know the artist Sophie? They passed away a while ago, but they will never be forgotten for their intense contributions to the artistry of music. Sophie was a really, really amazing artist. I, for whatever reason, last night was having like nightmares and dreams about trying to save Sophie's life. It was very, very confusing because I don't know how I'm supposed to save Sophie's life, especially when I was just like laying in bed. Oh my God, I woke up feeling really guilty because I was like, oh no, Sophie's still passed. Sophie's still gone. I didn't do anything to save her. Fuck. Really, it's kind of nonsense. I don't know why I was having these really intense dreams. But I think it might have had to do with, I think it had to do with my body. I think I had, like, a muscle kind of right back here in my back, in my, like, my mid-back, just underneath my rib cage, just, like, above my hips. And it was really, really tight. It was so tight this morning that while I was doing yoga, I was, like, really focusing on letting go of that part of my body. And as I was focusing on letting go of that part of my body, I was letting go of the anxiety of trying to save Sophie's life. Jesus, why? I don't know. Anyways, it's called tension. Yeah, tension in my back, and then that tension sort of like seeps into my feelings as well, and then I felt like, I don't even know. This is how I find out that Sophie died? Cool stream. Oh. I think that's shocking that you didn't know before now. That's crazy. Criticizing someone for something they can't immediately change is such a dick move. But North Countryman, criticizing a 35-year-old woman for wearing a pair of booty shorts on the internet, I mean, even if I could immediately go change into a pair of sweatpants or go change into a fucking potato sack, for what reason? For what purpose? So that I can make somebody who's never had the joy of feeling sexy and confident continue to not feel sexy or confident? It's just ridiculous. But also it's something that like, truly, I'm laughing to keep myself from crying because in elementary school, when I was like 13 or 14 years old, we had a school dance in the gymnasium. And because I went to a Catholic elementary school, spaghetti strap tank tops like this were not allowed. They were not allowed. You weren't allowed to wear a spaghetti strap tank top. If you wanted to wear a tank top, it had to be the strap had to be 3 fingers thick. But we were at this dance, and we're all dancing, and the gym is so burning hot because it's like 50 teenagers all dancing in the gym. No, it was just a gymnasium. It wasn't a cafetorium. It was just the gymnasium. And it's so burning hot in the room. I was wearing a tank top with spaghetti straps underneath my shirt. And there was another girl in my class who was wearing kind of the same outfit. She was wearing a spaghetti strap tank top with a shirt over top. And the other girl got so hot at the dance that she took off the upper layer, and she was just wearing a spaghetti strap tank top. And so I went to my teacher. I looked up at her and I said, "Can I please wear my spaghetti strap tank top? She's wearing a spaghetti strap tank top." And this teacher literally said to small child me, "She's not wearing it for the same reason that you would wear it." And this adult woman accused me in a hot gymnasium of being a whore. Even though, I mean, that other girl was hot and she was allowed to wear a tank top. I was hot and I was not allowed to wear a tank top. But also kind of bizarre that the other girl was like short and overweight. And I was tall for like a 13, 14-year-old. Because I was this height. I was 5'5". And I wasn't overweight. It's just wild to me that this teacher, in her mind, was like, "You have a sexy body, and you know you have a sexy body, and you're trying to show off your sexy body. But as a child, I did not think I had a sexy body as a child. I thought I just wanted to dance in the hot auditorium without sweating through my fucking t-shirt." And it feels very similar to coming onto stream and having people be like, "Why are you such a whore? Why are you showing off your body?" Because I walk down the street with this body, and every single person on the street can see my body. But I don't think that makes me a whore. Just like I don't think showing my body on stream makes me a whore here. And yet people will still interpret it and intuit it as like, "You're a whore? you're taking advantage of your sexuality in a negative way. It's like shockingly judgmental. And you're right, it does show an incredibly skewed perspective from the inside of other people. But it's also exhausting because it's so difficult for us not to get like wrapped up in our own heads and feel like I need to change to make other people happy. It's my job as a human woman to make myself different, to make other people comfortable, is so deeply fucking ingrained into each and every one of us. Yeah. I bet that teacher was projecting her own whorish ways. The teacher herself was like single. She was like in her 40s. She herself was like a little bit overweight and like not sexy. She wasn't a sexy woman. Could like even tell that as a kid, that we had some teachers who were like young hot things, and then there was other teachers who were not young hot things. And yeah, you better believe the teachers who were not young hot things were deeply fucking judgmental. It was wild. I honestly like it better knowing that my fun is pissing somebody off. I'm still just reveling that I'm 35 years old and people are still getting up in arms about me having a body. I mean, if I was not attractive, but showing this much skin, I feel like you wouldn't really care as much. I feel like if I wasn't attractive in any way, shape, or form, and I was showing a bunch of skin, the sentiment might be that, like, you're so confident, good for you. The Faza, welcome back for 5 months. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Wayneman says, yeah, you're just better off being yourself. Oh, yes, absolutely. Although it's so difficult to not take the negative comments to heart. And that's for a very, very good reason, where you've been socialized over like tens of thousands of years to really care about what other people think about us. Because being accepted by society is one of the only guarantees to then thrive in society. And so we have to be very careful about weighing the pros and cons of, I'm doing this because it makes me popular, and I'm doing this because it makes me accepted, versus I'm doing this because it feels what's right for me, even if it might not make me accepted, even if it might not make me popular. It's the people that they have stupid thoughts that make no sense all the time. And we recognize why that is, right, as well. It's, first of all, much easier to attack and to destroy and to tear down. Like, it is, each and every one of us can do that. Baby children can do that. It's the first skill that we learn, is to be critical and to say no. And that power of saying no is so fucking universal for each and every one of us. We all went through that childish phase of saying, like, no, I don't like this. No, I don't want that. We're exerting our individuality and we're exerting our judgment. And for so many people, doing that, saying no, rejecting this, I don't like this, I don't want that, becomes intrinsically linked, like irreversibly linked. To our own sense of value, our own sense of self. So I understand it, which does help take the sting off. But still, understanding something doesn't negate its entire effect. It just doesn't. You're 35 years old? I am indeed. And I'm the 8th wonder of the world, apparently. Thank you, Beard. Boundaries are healthy. Everybody should learn theirs. I wish that our values were more encouraged to help us create things, rather than our values being used to divide and to degrade things. But that's quite difficult. That's, I mean, yeah. Oof. Oh, talk about like a Herculean effort. I don't even know how you would begin to instill that into the multitudes of people on this planet who are just struggling every single day to like survive. Ugh. Get that tightness in my chest. And then I think about, oh, but it's all okay because the world's going to end tomorrow. Yeah, May 27th, 2025, world's going to end. That Ouija board entity is the one who told us so. Thank God for that. Praise the Lord in heaven. And then we won't have to worry about all this stuff so much. Actually, that's the one thing that actually does help me release my anxiety, is thinking back on like all the things that I've ever been worried about and anxious about, and then remembering that very few of those things actually came to pass. Very few of those things were worth worrying about. And very few of those things, like, I feel like I used my energy wisely by worrying about them. But how else do we protect ourselves if we don't worry? How else do we protect ourselves if we're not just full of worry? I don't know. It's good to confront your anxieties. Yeah, there's not just like one way to get over it or to get through it. And then because we're humans, oh my God, we get used to things so quickly. It's actually probably our greatest superpower, but also a really, really devastating double-edged sword, that we can get used to anything quite quickly. But then that also means that we get used to things that we should not be getting used to. We become acclimatized to things that we should not become acclimatized to. Oh, baby. Rita says, all the worry has exhausted me since I know there's nothing more to worry about because I've presented all my projects. Yes! Oh my God, that must feel so good, Rita. Yes. Oh my God, it's so nice. It's so wonderful. But for other people, they don't have that. It's like they were not raised with those protections, and then they're being forced into these abusive relationships. So there's a historic context. Judgment based on knowledge and feelings, plus the ability to say no. It's so subversive. It tends to... Oh, is that a typo? Foment? I'm not familiar with the word. Revolutions? And this, of course, is very bad. And then you're such a millennial because you have to end it with an LOL. I saw your Instagram story and I love it. Oh, yes! Yeah, go check out my Instagram, friends. Go enjoy the Instagram. It's great. So good. Do you like 30 Seconds to Mars? No. I know that their song was added onto one of my memes. And so, like, I have no choice but to be intrinsically online linked to that 30 Seconds to Mars song. But I don't really care for their music. They're not for me. And I particularly dislike Jared Leto. He does not seem like the kind of person that I would want to be friends with. Not a huge fan. Moldy Mango. Based. Jaeger says that when I was 30, 9/11 happened. Does that make me a millennial? Oh, no, it doesn't. I think you're probably Gen X. I don't know exactly what the generations are. Well, you talk like a millennial with the LOL at the end of the comment. Yeah. Brickmaster says, top-notch smile on your Instagram story. I do love my smile bones. I really do love my smile bones. Rilo Gamer says, I didn't like his portrayal of the Joker. Nope, neither did I. I didn't find it, like, particularly interesting or... I mean, that's it. He's not a particularly interesting person to me. I think he falls into that category of I mostly just ignore his existence, and that's good for my mental state. And I imagine it would be for yours as well. Gen X, I'll take it. Sounds better somehow than being a millennial. I mean, as a millennial, ouch. Yeah. Heath Ledger was the best Joker ever. Was it George Romero who was Adam West's Joker and he didn't want to shave his mustache, so they just painted white face paint over top of his mustache? Or was it Cesar Romero? George Romero? I can't remember his first name. And now I'm getting him mixed up with like other famous Romeros. Cesar Romero. Oh. I think that one's my favorite. It just sounds better to me because I like solving for X, just little math brain. Okay, I'll allow it. That's okay then. I'm not a math-brained person, yeah. Yeah, Adam West Batman is like the original live-action Batman. And why doesn't Batman dance anymore? Do you remember the Bat-Tootsie? Ooh. David Brocky, whether you and... Oh man, I'm not a huge fan of this comment because it kind of feels a little racist to me. Having an online poll asking which celebrities you think smell the most and then putting Zendaya, a black woman, in the second place feels super fucking racist to me. We talked about this the other week. About how there's a privilege to being a white girl, to being a white person, and it's that people don't automatically fucking assume the worst about you just based on your goddamn skin color because they're racist morons. And it really feels like a bunch of racist morons where like Zendaya looks like she smells is so inappropriate. First of all, no she doesn't. Absolutely not. Does it kind of seem more likely that people are just being racist idiots because they don't like seeing a black woman succeed? I mean, let's take a look at some of the online reactions to other black women. Wow. Wow. I mean, my dude, I recognize that you're not the one who created the poll, but you're kind of just as bad by spouting this random garbage nonsense. I really don't love people who hide behind the I'm just the messenger. You're not just the messenger, you're also spreading disgusting, vile, racist nonsense. And whether you decide to recognize that or not, I mean, tells us what you are, and we will judge you for it. Yeah. I think we should just ban them. I don't like it. I don't want to waste time on somebody who... It's also so strange. It falls again back into that weird category of, why are you bringing up this person who we're not talking about? He could have just said there was an online poll and people said that they thought Jared Leto would be a smelly person, and we all could have gone, oh, okay. I mean, to be honest, that's not really the thing about him that I dislike. It's more of the fact that he was kind of an asshole on set with his coworkers, that he's been creating this like weird cult online and in real life. I mean, there's a lot of legitimate reasons to dislike somebody. Saying that you think they're a smelly loser and then also people think Zendaya is a smelly loser is just like so many layers of fucking revulsion and weirdness. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot clown pole. No thank you. Moldy Mango says, Jared Leto isn't good enough of an actor to be acting like that. I think I would be happy if I never thought of him ever again. I think there are lots of people that I could never think of ever again that would make me pretty happy. Yeah, Derek Lee Ketchum, it's the same energy as, like, it's just a joke. Oh my god, it felt so good. It felt so good. I've seen him around, the guy who was screaming. I've seen him around, but I haven't seen, really off-putting. Not a huge fan. Just kind of grossing up the vibes a little bit with that weird racism. Ooh, geez, I don't know. Okay, we need a little palate cleanser. We need to pay attention to something else. We need to focus on... Demi Lovato got married this weekend. That's kind of nice. I like that. I was never really big into the Disney Channel stuff. I think we might have gotten the Disney Channel, but it wasn't such a huge deal in Southern Ontario, I think, as the Disney Channel was in the United States. So we kind of like heard about all the Disney Channel stars, but we didn't really get, or at least I didn't really get into them. But it's been really interesting to watch them all grow up and change into themselves. And Demi Lovato seemed to have like an intense amount of tumultuousness in her life. And so it does make me feel very happy to watch her just get like her fairy tale romance. And oh, the Vivienne Westwood dresses are so beautiful. So beautiful, so lovely. And then a bunch of really crazy tattoos. I didn't realize she had this big neck tattoo. Like a big dark neck tattoo. Crazy, crazy. Wild. Beautiful neck tattoo, beautiful wedding, beautiful girl. But big crazy neck tattoo. It could have been an interesting comment if we were discussing something that had to do with polls or how people think about people that they've never met. But as like a cold start, it just sounds really off-putting. I think I'm also just like, Jaeger, we're not talking about it anymore. We're talking about Demi Lovato now. We have to move on. I can't. I really can't. If we start talking about like people's opinions about like all this stuff, it's just gonna sort of drive conversation into a negative place, which I can't really abide. We've only got the Disney Channel a few years back. I didn't really watch them. Yeah, it wasn't so popular. But maybe it is now. I don't know. Drew says, hey, how's it going? Not too bad. We're just hanging out, having a relaxing day. For child stars, they handled the fame really well. The psychological toll of trying to grow and trying to be yourself while being in the public eye cannot be understated. It really cannot be understated. It's a deeply discombobulating environment to try to be yourself in. Selena Gomez is married now too. They had their wedding too? That's exciting. Yay. She seems really, really happy with Benny, and that's wonderful. Ooh, how has Pokemon been going? Oh, so good. I just beat the Lord of the Hollow, Electrode. I've been going very, very slowly. It's my second playthrough of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I think the first time I played it when it first came out, it's hard not to just be like, I need to beat the game. I want to know where the story is going. I have to like do this, and get it done. And I mean, I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that I like played through the game as quickly as I could the first time. But this time, I am taking my time. I don't know if I'll actually get through all of the requests, but I'm really enjoying doing all the requests. And I'm also just such a huge fan of when you go against the like bosses of each area. There's 5 different areas, and each area has the like different lord of their area. Oh, thank you, Moldy Mango. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are T3 subs? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't think anyone's ever gifted T3s. My dear God in heaven, Viewers, you are so lucky. You are the luckiest luckiers who's ever lucked a luck in their lives. Luckiest luckers. The iCarly girl and Selena Gomez seem to have grown into great people. The iCarly girl's name is Miranda Cosgrove. Yes, I know her. Yay! Oh my god, we flying high, no lie, and you know this. My god, thank you, Moldy Mango, for the T3s. And chatters, you should be so happy with your T3s. I did the same with Red Dead Redemption games. Good thing I went back before the Comic-Con to slowly replay them. They are so much deeper when you just explore them. Oh, it makes me feel so happy. I love the video games. I love it so much. This weekend was really rainy in Toronto. I was a little sad because it was kind of cold and it was kind of rainy. And on the weekends, it is so fun to like go out into the neighborhood, to like sit on a patio, to drink your delicious drinks, and to soak up the sun. But this weekend was like so cold and so rainy, and so it was a lot of just like, I'm gonna do some yoga, I'm gonna exercise a little bit, I'm gonna play some video games. I had the most, I mean, if the world is gonna end tomorrow, I'm totally fine with it because I feel like I peaked. I feel like I had the peak of my life's experiences in that I was playing video games, just like curled up on the couch under a nice warm blanket. And then my cat came up to me and sort of did her cat thing where she's like, your hands belong on my body, human. Your hands only belong on my body, human. And my cat came and like pushed my Switch out of my hands and just made me cuddle up with her. And so I had my cat like curled up against my stomach, against my chest, with my arm around her, and she's purring gently. And then, as we started falling asleep, it started raining outside gently. And as the rain gently fell outside, I could hear the pitter-patter of each individual raindrop on the street, on the roof, on the windowsill. I could feel my warm, soft, terrifying black cat. You guys, she's a real scary bitch. I love her so much, and I deeply respect her as the fucking cyclopean horror that she truly is. And she cuddled with me as it was raining outside. I feel like I had like maybe an episode of Bob's Burgers playing in the background. Oh, I'm getting chills. I'm just getting chills remembering it. That was it. That was the peak of my life. There is nothing better that I will ever experience in my life than the cuddly kitty cat nap on a Sunday afternoon with the sun hidden behind the clouds and the rain coming to soothe us into dreamland. Oh, yeah, fuck me up. Fuck me up! Like, pump that straight into my veins, you know what I mean? Distill the essence of the Sunday afternoon cat nap, liquefy it, and then pump it to my veins. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, man. We had horrible rain over the weekend, especially Saturday. Wait, horrible rain? What makes it horrible? Good afternoon, Skydor. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a lovely, relaxing Monday. Soma from Brave New World is that feeling. I love the rain. I love the rain. I do love the rain. Although, not everybody loves the rain. So it finished raining, and the sun did come out. It was so beautiful. And obviously, I'm like, okay, we've been cooped up inside all day. I took my dog for a walk in the morning, but I was like, it's time for like a nice, real good long afternoon walk. I love, hey, Bao. No, she's asleep on the ground over here. She's not going to move. You guys. I was telling you earlier about how my dog's like quite neurotic, how my dog has rules. Well, one of my dog's rules is that she doesn't like her paws getting wet. And so I'm like, okay, Val, we're going for a walk. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I took my dog outside, and we got to the end of the block, and she just, fucking, I don't know how she does it. She's only 22 pounds. But somehow this dog can increase her mass to about the density of a black hole. And she just like firmly jams her fucking feet into the ground and sticks her little neck out with like the collar pulling on it. And she's just like, I am not walking. I am not going any further. I really had to convince her that like, please walk. Like, Please walk and enjoy the walk. It's okay that your feet are wet. We have a towel at home. I will towel off your little paws so that you will not have wet feet forever. But goddamn, this little neurotic dog just being like, I cannot walk in puddles. I cannot walk on wet pavement. She's so silly. She's such a silly, silly girl. If you love rain, you'll love Ireland. Also, my chat is so buggy right now. I wish I could fix it. Should I call Hugs Not Bugs? They're the kind anti-insecticide company. I've been to Northern Ireland, but I don't think I've been to like Ireland proper. I did visit Northern Ireland for like a day. I think we took the ferry over from the Isle of Man and we went to an aquarium that I thought was really fun. But then again, this was like a long time ago. I can't remember any more specifics. Rad, J-Rad says, I've been, it's great. I went even to Northern Ireland. Yeah, my brother-in-law is Irish, so fun. I like watching the rain, but not being in the rain. I love the smell of it. I love the sound of it. I love the way that it looks. I don't mind being out in the rain so much. Oh, it's actually called the North of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. Whoops, my bad. I told you, it's been a minute. I can't remember all the specifics, including what it's supposed to actually be called. Uh-oh. My small dog turns into a cannonball when she sees a bird. The amount of strength I need to keep my leash in my hand. It's crazy. They're magic. They are literally magic. Yes. She drew strength from the earth and became one with it in an effort to not be moved. Such a silly little dog. Such a silly little dog. I love her so much. I love how opinionated she is. I love her perspective on the world. I love that I am so close with her. I feel like I can read all of her thoughts and feelings just by looking at the way her eyes are like moving around, the tilt of her head, all this fun stuff. At least that's what us Irish actually call it. The North of Ireland. I mean, I think that's totally fine. I think it's okay if somebody gets it wrong, as long as they're like open to being corrected. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little bit like, who gives a fuck? Like, it's now called Northern Ireland. It's called North of Ireland. Like, it's definitely that scene in Devil Wears Prada when she holds up the two identical belts and goes, they're so different. Oh, this is because it's an Irish Republican joke. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying whatever it is you're doing. I don't think many other people get it. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Globally, it is known as Northern Ireland, while most of the Irish people call it the North of Ireland. Oh, yeah? There it is. I mean, if we're not here to be pedantic, what are we even doing on the internet, you know? Yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't call us British, you're good. Yes, definitely learned that one pretty clearly. Very sensitive about their distinct individual cultures and heritage. And that makes sense. It's a big part of your identity, which then is always really frustrating when a huge part of your identity seems to be like ignored or invalidated by people not knowing. But then I also think that, like, if it's your sense of identity, if it's your sense of self, somebody else's misunderstanding or somebody else's like lack of education should not truly threaten your own identity. No. We have the same thing here with being called Russian. Yeah. I mean, as a Canadian person, you know how often people are like, you're American, right? And it's like, well, I'm from North America, but I'm not an American because I'm Canadian. They're very different things. We've built a pretty good identity over the years, I think, though. Yes, yeah. And I think that's important. Because it is your sense of identity, it is your sense of self. It is also just like a little bit scary how quickly people become like radicalized because of their sense of identity, because of their sense of nationalism. When I was little watching Star Trek, I felt this deep sense of like embarrassment and shame. Because in Star Trek, they showed different planets fighting against each other because of their cultural differences. And that like kind of made sense in a way. That, well, of course you guys are going to not be able to get along. You were born on different planets with completely different lives, completely different ways of living. It made sense to me that like in Star Trek, these different species, these different alien life forms on different planets would have difficulty getting along. And then I just felt such shame and embarrassment for the fact that all of us on the planet Earth fight with each other, even though we live on the same planet, even though we're all circling the same sun, even though we're all here on this same rock. We like fight like tooth and nail with each other. And I feel like, oh, it's so embarrassing in front of all the other alien races that we're doing infighting. This is why the aliens aren't contacting us, guys! We gotta learn how to get along so we can fight other aliens. Okay, another break. This is good because I definitely drank all my tea, and it's time for the tea to reappear, if you get my drift. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're back. We're back. Oh. I think maybe she said we're ball. And she was looking for the ball. But we're back. Just back. Just back here with my puppy. My happy. We have matching hair today, which is important. It's how you know that she is my baby. Because we have the same hair. See? Hi. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh yeah. Oh, we were talking about our our national identity. Hello. Welcome back, V. Looking very summery today. Finally, it's warming up just like a little bit again. We were so spoiled at the beginning of May in Toronto. It was like beautiful summer weather, to the point that people were posting on Reddit about like, I love summer in Toronto, and others had to remind them this is still technically spring. Oh yes. Oh yes. But today it's like 13 degrees. It was like up to 15 degrees a little bit earlier today, so. Oh, it's so tempting. It's just so tempting. To just be outside all day. All day outside? Yes, please. Great photos and great meme on the Instagram. Yes, my dears, go check out the Instagram. I posted my photos that I always post for you to enjoy. My daily outfit updates. I know you love them. I know you love to see them. As a Phoenician, this is when the seasonal depression starts. I feel like I have no idea what Phoenician means, especially in this context. Do you understand? No? You don't know either? Oh, that's okay. Then at least we're all on the same page. Oh, but you know what? I do know where I've heard that word before. It's the title of Wes Anderson's new movie, The Phoenician Scheme, that just premiered at Cannes. Yeah, I remember that. Because I watched the previews for it. Exactly, yeah, it's the new Wes Anderson title. Oh, Phoenician is somebody from Phoenix. Wait a minute! Wait a minute, is that what it actually means? Like, in the movie, are they just from Phoenix? Is Wes Anderson from Phoenix? Oh, big yawn for such a little puppy. Wait a minute. Who is in Wes Anderson's new movie? Benicio del Toro. For sure. Because I feel like I've seen him a lot. Is Scarlett Johansson in it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm usually on the up and up about this, but Wes Anderson isn't my director. Our doctor friend from university, she really loved Wes Anderson in the movies, so I feel like the only time I've ever watched his movies is because she was like, this is one of my favorites, let's watch it. And I'm like, I'm down to do whatever you want to do. Oh, she is in it. Good for her. Excellent. Hi. I can definitely appreciate Wes Anderson's movies, that they're very uniquely him. And I do really like that. I do really, really enjoy that. Like, you would never mistake a Wes Anderson movie for anybody else's movie. Oh, yes, yeah. The Fantastic Mr. Fox is one of her favorites, absolutely. Hi. Such a cute pup. She really is. She really is. My happy little gal. My happy little gal who never gets enough pets, who never gets enough scritches. Oh, hi, baby. It's never enough. There's always room for more. See? Yeah. You gotta give pets all the way from the tip of the nose, all the way down to the tail. All the way down to the tail. Oh, it's a very stacked cast for that movie. Yes, there's a lot of people in it. Like, I do know Michael Cera's in it. I've seen that clip of him coming out of the cockpit of the plane with the sticks of dynamite in his hand. I thought that was very, very cute. I love any use of a stick of dynamite. We don't do enough sticks of dynamite anymore. Those are holdovers from our childhoods with Tom and Jerry going nuts. Oh, I found the spot. Oh, I found the spot. Oh, I lost it. Let's see if I can find it again. Is that the spot? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Look at her go. Look at her go with her happy little feet. Yeah, happy feet. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay. Oh, we're really finding the good spots here. Oh my goodness. Here it is. Yes. Look at this little baby. This little baby getting the most perfect scritches you could ever hope for. You could ever imagine. You could ever dream of. Good dog. Yeah, you're a good dog. Hello, good dog. Yeah, we need more sticks of dynamite bits in movies. There's a whimsy. There is like a whimsy, there's a fucking playfulness about a stick of dynamite that I miss. Absolutely. Oh, what are we up to? She seems to be very focused. She's thinking very hard. About what? Who's to say? My dog never does the leg kick thing. I've looked everywhere. The most I can get is like a little kick for a moment, and then he's done. Interesting. And so different. Each and every one of you is so very different. Oh, sorry, she doesn't like that. She doesn't want me to grab underneath her little chin, and I think that's very fair. It is a little bit infantilizing, and she's not an infant, even though she kind of looks like a puppy and kind of acts like a puppy, and people kind of assume that she's a puppy. But you're not a puppy. You're almost 8 years old. You're like an old, beautiful woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We should be getting that when Coyote... Oh, yeah, Coyote vs. Acme is out next year. It's so good that that movie got salvaged and is getting a release. I could not believe that they would film an entire movie and apparently, like, edit it and put it all together and just to scrap it. Oh, what a nightmare, right? Imagine putting so much energy, so much thoughtfulness into making this movie to have an executive just say, like, no thank you. The same thing with Batgirl. Oh, yeah. Poor Ruby Rose. I think she was the actress in it. That would be so sad, so frustrating. Oh, my. Oh, my. And they're T3s. Again, Moldy Mango. I didn't even know you could do this. I didn't know that you could do this. Oh, we're stretching. Oh, big stretch. Oh, and now we're just sitting down again. Okay, I thought we were going somewhere. Oh my God, Moldy Mango, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Moldy Mango, my God. And one of the roses, welcome back for 35 months. T35. Yeah, gifting 10 T3s is fucking crazy. Yes, max T3 is only 40 gifted. Wait, Dashing, I don't understand. Like, the most T3s that you can gift at once is 40 at a time? That's fucking insane. That's like $10,000 worth of subs. Oh my God in heaven. Oh my God in heaven. These are my favorite streams. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're having fun. That makes me happy. That jazzes me up. Oh, good. It's the same as 100 tier 2s. Jesus. Jesus, Mary, Mother of God. My moldiest mango, thank you so much. Bless you, my mango mold. I like that somebody was like, I hope your mold clears up. No, no, no. No, no, no. The mold is everything. If he was not moldy, he would just be a mango. And that's a fucking dime a dozen. It's one mango, Michael. How much could it cost? $10? But the mold? Hey, lots of amazing things in society have come from mold. It is $1,000 for 40 gifted T3s. That is a literally withering amount of money. I wither. Yeah, mold makes penicillin. Mold makes cheese. Mold made all those people hallucinate that there were witches. That was a bad one. That was not good because many people suffered because of the mold. Oh, puppy. Did you just put your head down on the pillow? Oh, puppy. Oh, she looks so sad. Belle, don't be sad. Don't be sad, puppy. Where are your eyes? Where are your disarmingly human eyes? Thank you for the gifted sub. So polite, says Alex. The mold makes the beer. Wait a minute. Fermentation. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah. That fermentation? Team Red. Oh, because she's wearing a red bandana. She looks so good in red. Yes, she looks so good in red. Such a nice dog. You are. It's an understatement, my dears. She's the best little dog. I love my dog. I love dogs. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, if the world does end up ending tomorrow, I'm gonna hold my puppy, I'm gonna hold my kitty extra tight as we pass on into the new realm of reality, and I'm looking forward to it. I feel like with this dog by my side, I can do anything. She's my little companion. And often, so many times a day, I'll remind myself that it's like, don't let your negative self-thoughts get into your own body. Think of yourself like your dog thinks of you. And our dogs love us to fucking bits and pieces. She's got that human face. She's got a very human little face. She's a very human little face. There's her little goatee. Oh, the beach that I go to is on a lake. But it's one of the Great Lakes, which is very deep, like an ocean. Not actually a deep like an ocean, but yeah. What was that Moldy Witches story? Oh, so in Salem, in the like Pilgrim times from the United States, there were a lot of witch trials. There was a lot of, this person is hallucinating and we think it's because they've been cursed by somebody. And so the superstition was that there were women who were witches and they were magicking up the neighborhood. But a lot of people believe that it had more to do with bread mold, causing people to become sick, causing people to hallucinate, causing people to have some really, really crazy wild thoughts. And that it wasn't witches who were doing this, because witches are nice people. But it might have been, yeah, there you go. It was a wet summer. Ergot on the rye. Ergot. Yeah, they discovered a lot of evidence that like, oh, this might have just been caused by hallucinogenic mold. Oh, puppy, puppy, puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Oh, which kind of makes sense. Why would witches want to hurt the community? What do they get out of that? I don't think they get enough. I don't think it really makes sense that somebody in the community would want to hurt the community in that way. I think it does make sense that we ate a bunch of moldy food and got like fucked up psychologically on it. And we're like, who can we blame for this? Who do we blame for this? I'm gonna kiss your face. I'm gonna kiss your face. I love how she's just sitting here enjoying the vibes, but also she's working hard. This little dog, you can tell she's working hard. She's focused. She's hypervigilant. She's keeping an eye on everyone and everything. Yeah. What a good little dog. The best, perhaps, even. Although I'm a little bit biased because she's mine. Oh, also so many people being dumb during the plague times and thinking that it was witches that were making the plague spread. And they blamed the unmarried women who owned cats, which obviously it was just that the cats would hunt down the plague-infested rats. We hear these stories about people like getting discombobulated, believing the most outrageous, ridiculous things, and we're like, oh my god, the past was so wild. The past was so crazy. The past is so unbelievable. And then you just scroll a little bit further on your timeline, and you're like, oh, people are taking horse dewormer to try to fight COVID. We're the exact same as we've always been. We really are the exact same as we have always been. Very little separates us, despite the intense economic and technological advancements. Very little separates us from our, like, fucking dirt-dwelling ancestors. Hi, puppy. I dated a Wiccan girl. I'm pretty sure she's still casting dark spells on me. Oh, no. I mean, number one, yeah, that is kind of hot. But also, number two, everything that I know about the Wiccan following is that, like, casting dark spells is not good. Like, any person who is going to be casting a dark spell, they know that, like, the negativity will just come back on them twice as hard. It's very dangerous to, like, put that type of negativity out there into the world, because it oftentimes just finds its way back to you instead of its intended target. Horse dewormer? Cool, didn't think shitting out a lung was a cure for COVID. Did you know that pets can sense people with disabilities? Oh, well, I mean, I didn't necessarily know that. But I did know that pets can sense stress. That, like, your pet can smell if you're in a bad mood, basically. Your pet can smell and tell that you're feeling unhappy or that you want some comfort. And they do that through their sense of smell, and it makes me so happy. I believe it. I absolutely fucking believe it. Anytime I'm in a bad mood, I'm always astounded that my pets seem to be, like, really interested in spending time with me, which feels so counter to how I want to spend time with myself. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, ugh, I'm stuck with me. I hate it. But my pets seem to be like, you want me? I love you. Makes me so happy. Are you streaming tomorrow, V? Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday for sure. For the End of the World stream, of course. Yeah. What sofa is this? I think this is called the Cuddler, because it's like, it's called like a chair and a half. It's not as big as a love seat, but it's not as small as an armchair. It's kind of like in between. And it's called the Cuddler chair because it's supposed to be just big enough for you to cuddle your pets in it. Or like for you to like cuddle another person in. But not necessarily for like two people to sit comfortably in. I'm pretty sure I got it from StruckTube a few years ago. Jaeger Larson says the witch hunts and the basic hunt for heretics is historically always co-opted by the bosses to get rid of subversives, free spirits, and free thinkers. They could also just take their stuff, which was a bonus. Yep. Yeah, we've always been doing these, like, we have to hunt down who the enemy is. And the enemy, more often than not, is just whoever's threatening the richest person, even if they're not actually an enemy to you or me. I remember before I was born, my mom told me pets can sense fear. That's a whole bunch of crazy things you just said. You remember before you were born, your mother telling you this? That's incredible. Say more. I had that happen with my aunt's and uncle's old dog as a kid, that they were just like so into you and wanted to be near you and you were sad. I love it. James Bendon says, what's the secret to juicy thighs? It's genetics. It's genetics, you guys. Unless you're like willing to get a bunch of fucking surgery, you either need to be born with this body type or get surgery. Those are the only two options. I don't think you can just like exercise yourself into having a big, thick booty. Have you ever been into Wiccan culture yourself? I feel like maybe your younger self at least thought about it. Kind of. Yeah. It's always been kind of interesting, but then also any organized religion is, for people our age, I'm a millennial, I'm 35. Organized religion is just not deeply appealing to so many of us. And I understand that the Wiccan religion is not particularly organized, like how Catholicism is or any of the other ones like that. But even still, it's like, I'm not looking for the answers from other people. I'm not trying to find my meaning in my life through these things. It's just getting through the day. Yeah. Just getting through the day with what I feel like in the moment. What's up, Shorty? Not much, JS. How's it going? And plenty of... What's TE, Jaeger? What's T? I don't know tech. Oh, the realist answer, yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts about making a YouTube channel? I don't want to be a YouTube person. Not interested in it. No, thank you. That's crazy. What about guys who build muscle and go from skinny to muscular? Steroids. Steroids. Yeah. So working out does get you a nice body. What do you think? I mean, yeah, there is no exercise that you can do to teach your body to store fat on your thighs like how estrogen does in my body. You can definitely exercise and you can build up a mass of your body for sure. But honestly, your body type is going to determine more of that than anything else. Yeah. The way to think about it is you can exercise and you can get the best version of your body, but no amount of exercising is going to give you the best version of somebody else's body. And especially because my body is not just body fat and muscle, it's also my skeletal system. It's the length of my bones. It's the proportion of this to that. And for many people, it doesn't matter how much you exercise. You will never have somebody else's body. You will just have your body in a fitter, nicer way. Yeah. JS Rockin', you're speaking like you want us to believe that you're black. And I'm not saying that you're not black, but it seems weird to be speaking like you want people to think you're black. Mostly because most black people just speak like a person. They don't speak in the I'm so black and this is how black people talk language. I feel like there's a lot of natural muscle there too, not just like well-placed fat, right? I mean, there's muscles, yes, absolutely. But the thickness of my thighs is mostly body fat because that's... You guys really don't know anything, do you? Okie dokie. So I want you to go to Google. I want you to type in body fat distribution estrogen. Estrogen makes your body store body fat in the like traditionally female places. So it goes to basically between my belly button and my knees. There's like a little bit of fat stored on the back part of my arms. There's like some fat stored on my belly. But that's estrogen doing that. That's not exercise. You can't exercise so that your body stores fat in certain places. Yes, there are surgeries that there's like gender affirming surgeries that men get where they break their shin bones and then heal them with a space so that they can be taller. There's a lot of gender affirming surgeries out there for men and women alike. Yeah, there's also some downsides to doing these types of things as well. Like going on steroids can make your hair fall out and can make your balls shrink up. No, I am black. I'm just being myself, to be honest. That's okay. That's good. Moderators, this guy said, "You're not black. I could smell you getting off the elevator." I have no idea what that means, but it seems racist as fuck. What the fuck? Moldy Mango says, "I always laugh at those. You only get the longer calf, and you still look like a short person with like the torso and the arms and everything. And the fat is what makes it so soft." Why would I fake being black? I mean, you're just talking like how people fake being black online, is what I mean. I feel like if you went super hard lifting, you would break the female squat record. Thank you. Thanks for following. There's so much talk of epigenetics, early activity in life, physical activity, running and jumping around, and diverse emotions. It'll turn on the genes to express your body in the best ways for later athleticism. Passive early years does not do this. Much respect. Much research is being done. It seems legit. I'm just typing what I really say. And the way that you're typing is very much like Gen Alpha speak, which is just not like the natural way that I speak. So it's gonna sound like you're fake to me, unfortunately. A friend told me, says Sam Dog, that they were kidnapped by aliens who made them comb their hair, blow their nose, and straighten their clothes. They were on the mothership. Nah, yeah. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I love that this guy's like, "Wow, you're so smart. You're so smart. What's your astrological sign?" Oh, my dear. It's always fun being told that you're intelligent. It's even more fun when it comes from somebody that you consider stupid. I'm a Taurus. Yes. That nonsense is me. I don't really believe in, I don't really believe in those things. I think it's fun to look them up. But also, it's just another, like, example of we're trying to find, like, the hidden meaning. We're looking for the hidden messages and everything, and there really aren't that many hidden messages and things. It's so funny to just lie about your star sign, and then people go on and on and on about it. They're like, "Yeah, it's such a Leo. Oh my God, you're such a Leo." And you're sitting there like, "I'm a Capricorn, but go off, sister." Exactly. It's just nonsense. It's just all, like, nothingness. I really doubt that when you were born is going to make such a huge impact. There's a lot of other factors that make way more impact, like your area code. Like what area code you were born in is going to determine a lot more about your life than what day or month of the year. What do you think about the James Webb Telescope finding galaxies that should not exist? Yes, galaxies that are so big, they challenge our ability to even understand how galaxies are formed. That makes perfect sense to me. There's no way that we figured out the universe. It's just like not even possible. It is so wonderful to recognize that there's so much more to learn. It's humbling, it's exciting. We're gonna discover things in our universe that we never even thought possible. And what a beautiful gift. Like, what an amazing experience to live through. It's a crazy, huge blessing that out of the tens of thousands of years of human experience, we got to be alive while the James Webb Telescope was, like, flung out into space and started giving us information. It's so beautiful. It's so perfect. We're so lucky. Rilo Gamer says, "True, I find meaning in the impertinence of everything." Exactly, it's lovely. I don't know, Scorpios are freaks in the sheets. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But then I'm like, I I think that might be true of like all the star signs. I think you could find somebody from every star sign who's a freak in the sheets. That might just have more to do with humanity, less than, you know, when you were born. So when we're on a date with a nice pretty girl that starts yammering about astrology, but we have the same views you just went over, what do we do? Do you guys know what he's asking me? I don't really understand. Purple Fox, thank you. I'm just gonna ignore whatever that was. I'm just gonna say thank you to Purple Fox. Thank you, Purple Fox. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It boggles my mind that they formed over 100 million years after the Big Bang Theory would let us believe. I mean, I think that's why the Big Bang Theory is just that, a theory, because number one, there's like no proof or an absoluteness in anything. Everything is just all theories because that's the kind of world that we live in. I do think it's amazing that these things that we felt so sure of, these things that we felt so fucking finite about understanding, are just blown out of the water, are like completely wrong. Absolutely. Like the idea that life needs water, that life absolutely must have water. And then we find life forms, even on our own planet, that are able to survive without any water, is like, we really get to fucking humble ourselves, because the universe is humbling us too. I'm saying that if we're big astrology doubters, but the girl that we like is really into it, how do we handle it? So, dating people is not forcing them to believe the things that you believe. That's called indoctrination, and it's quite often frowned upon. When you're dating somebody and they believe something that you don't believe, you go, that's great. That's wonderful. Your belief is part of your individual experience, and I value you for your individual experience. Yeah, Raidus does not like it when you tell the other chatters to shut up. It's not very different things going on here, there, and everywhere. There's like a lot of different elements to the dream. There was like a part where I was trying to pack up my stuff so I could leave. There was a part where there was like a group of made any sense. So I went to a really, really wonderful physiotherapist in the beginning part of this year, which I'm so grateful. You guys, if you haven't been to a physiotherapist at all in your life, give it a go. There were things that she was teaching me about my alignment, about the fucking structure of my body, that I was, like, am going to be so grateful for my entire fucking life. And she was having this kind of exact problem on a more intense scale, where she believes in God. She goes to church. Just like Purple Fox believes in me. Wait a minute, it's so weird. How come it does that? Like, I can see that you gifted 5 and 5, but the leaderboard just says 9. I'm so confused. What does it mean? Anyways, not gonna dwell on that. So my physiotherapist believes in God. She believes in, like, the connection that she has to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And it makes her happy. It gives her an internal strength, a connection. It's just like a part of her fucking life. It's great. And the man that she was dating was like a devout atheist. Which is cool. That's like totally fine. You can be a devout atheist and you can date somebody who believes in God. These things are allowed. But what was not fucking cool is that he couldn't help himself but belittle her for her beliefs. His experience of religion was that he was like, there is no proof of God. There is no proof of Jesus Christ. There is no proof of heaven. And so this is not real, and therefore you should not believe in it. And astrology signs are very much the same thing. There's no proof of this. There's no proof whatsoever that any of this is legitimate or real, but you don't follow it because it's based in factuality and because it's factual and because it's real and fucking in the world. It's belief. Like the crux of belief is that you do it on faith. Absolutely. And you can appreciate somebody's faith. It's so sad to me. Well, I'm glad that they broke up because he seemed like an asshole. He seemed like a fucking grade A asshole. And she is so beautiful and so sweet and so funny and so accomplished. She could do so much better than him. But it's the same thing. I mean, you can definitely believe in astrology and you can believe in God. And you don't need proof of either of them being real. You just have your own conviction in your belief. Faith is good if you don't cram it into somebody else's life. I have faith and I believe that science is deciphering the art of God. There are so many people who believe in this combination of it as well, that there is a God because there's so many patterns. There is so much synchronicity in the universe, and there's so much similarity as we look out into the macro as there is when we look into the micro. It's wonderful. I think that having faith and belief is a sign of intelligence. It gives you this otherworldliness. I admire it. I like it a lot, even if it is like a little exhausting sometimes. Moldy Mango says, I saw a joke pointing out that if you're only a good person with the promise of eternal reward, are you really a good person? Yes, this is like the constant and common refrain, where it's like, are you a good person if you're just trying to avoid consequence? Yeah, says Ritus. I don't care what other people believe, and I don't try to force it on them what I believe. It is very easy to coexist like that. Yeah. Metaphysics and philosophy theology often lead us forward in understanding. Many things that were considered pure philosophy and wool gathering has become basic staples of modern physics. I understood exactly 0% of that. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Sorry. I'm so sorry. What do you mean that having faith and belief feels like a sign of intelligence? Well, there are many different types of intelligence. There's emotional intelligence, like when somebody is able to intuit the feelings of another person. There's academic intelligence, which is often displayed by amazing feats of like masterful knowledge accumulation from schools. There are street smarts. And then there's like faith belief. There's lots of different types of intelligence, and being able to hold within your mind the belief in science, the belief in academic knowledge, and then at the same time holding on to a belief in God, a belief in spirituality. I mean, those are two separate types of intelligences, and holding them both at the same time shows a multitude of intelligence. I guess the scenario where someone presents an expectation to play along is the hardest one to figure out. I faked it before, I'll admit it. Yeah, I mean, having a conversation with somebody sometimes does require a little bit of, like, a suspension of your own feelings. That's pretty common. But what if God is just like a dude with a massive, unbelievably advanced 3D printer and the optional additional biological printing options? Yeah, what if? It's fine, but it can be annoying when you see people belittling any of the scripture and then fighting over it. It makes you want to hide your faith in case being attacked just because you believe in God, if that makes sense. I mean, the truth is, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter how you're living your life. Someone, somewhere, at some time, will want to attack you, will want to tell you that you're doing wrong, will tell you that what you believe is stupid, will express to you that you're wrong, you're a sinner, you're a monster, you're a bad person. This is just humanity. It doesn't matter what you're doing. There is no person who is going to be free from scrutiny, ever. And so that's why I feel like it takes a type of intelligence to just be firm in your belief. Because then you must also recognize that people will attack you, people will poo-poo your ideas, and you still hold on to that belief regardless of what other people think or feel or do around you. The Star Trek type God, like Clarkian magic, it's just stuff we don't understand yet. Very true, says Madibus. That's right. Personally, with the advancement of AI technology, even in the past 12 months, it's very difficult to not look around our planet and be like, this is a simulation. This is obviously a simulation. Look at how fast we got to this technology in our own very short life experience. I mean, we went from my childhood, where computers were gigantic and super expensive, and only the 12 richest kings of Siam could afford them, to now we have more processing power on our wrist than they had that took them to the fucking moon in the 1960s. And how is this not all a simulation? How is this not all an illusion? It has to be, right? It feels like that's what AI is leading us to. It's leading us to that moment where we recognize our own unreality. And then maybe that's what's going to be expressed tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow AI will be like, hey, by the way, your world is a simulation. This isn't real life. You're in a computer. Joe Smo says, hey V, looking beyond stunning again today. You guys are so flattering to my stupid ass. There is no person who will be free from scrutiny ever. Wow, this is gold and I am writing that down. Write it on the inside of your eyelids so that when somebody comes at you for whatever fucking reason, you can just remind yourself, this is just because I'm a human person. The only reason they're attacking me is because I'm a human fucking person. Oh wait, what's happening tomorrow? Apparently the end of the world is happening tomorrow. There's this couple who posted a series of TikTok videos about how they were communicating with an entity through a Ouija board, and this entity gave them coded information about when the end of the world is coming. And apparently it's tomorrow. Apparently the end of the world's tomorrow, so, you know, better make today count. Better make today count, you know what I mean? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Yeah, Brandon, get ready. Vessel conscious evolution. Ooh, say more about that. That sounds, yep. I don't know. I'm made to use AI for work and it usually gives me the wrong answers. I mean, welcome to living in the real world. We usually get the wrong answers. I mean, if anything, that's more proof that this is AI. Woo, thank God today was a holiday. I know, right? It's so kind to end the world after the holiday. But then also you're talking about how ending the world on a Tuesday just feels rude. Rude's Day. Jaeger says, the people who know things, understand big numbers and statistics, say the likelihood that we live in base reality is limited towards 0. It's on the same level as the Earth is the center of the universe. So the smart people also agree that we're in a simulation. That's good. That's very relaxing. That makes me feel a lot better about how much time I spent on the couch eating potato chips watching TV. Because that's what the simulation wanted me to do. I don't need to feel guilty. I was just behaving in line with our coding, which tells us that the couch is comfy, the TV is fun, and the potato chips are delicious. Imagine working on Monday and it's the last day of the world. I know, right? It's so disappointing. But then also very real, very human, very Earth. How likely do you think AI is the great filter, a stage that all intelligent species gets to and then gets wiped out by? Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah. I guess my issue with that would be then, what does the AI do after it wipes out all living life? I mean, how did we exist? Are we just like in a social experiment for AI? I don't know. Probably. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's tight. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot of fucking bits! Holy shit, these bits are a simulation. These are a simulation of bits. Oh my God in heaven, so many bits. Thank you, Brandon, my God. You should this is why you have to do all the subbing and the gifting today. Because tomorrow, I mean, we might not have the chance tomorrow. An intern is cheaper than using AI. I've always thought that the world was not a simulation, but every new day is the new multiverse that's only slightly different, or has the one thing that everyone remembers that they didn't before. Whoa, Rightus. Yo, are you smoking that good shit, baby? Yeah. I think the human soul as a program, our body is a vessel, and our consciousness matures the higher and the vessel it can operate. Whoa. Wait, I'm getting a little confused. Some of those words are, I'm not sure. But I'm kind of on board with what you're saying. Oh, the potato chips. I love the potato chips. Imagine finishing work and then the world ends. It's based on the multiverse stuff. We all get our own timeline somehow. Good game mostly, messes with my mind, that stuff. Ooh, I love a mind fuck. I do love a good mind fuck. Think of reincarnation with souls, energy being transferred as the soul matures. But there are so many souls that don't mature. And we know this. We've come into contact with them. There's a lot of souls that don't mature floating around out there. I like Andy Weir's story about the egg. I really like that one. And that we all have just one soul and it's like moving through every single human life. I like that one. If you haven't read it, go read it right now. Go Google Andy Weir, The Egg. Kurzgesagt also made a really good video about it as well, if you want to watch that. I'm going to take my last break of the stream, guys. I'm going to go stretch, maybe grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, my babies. yes, it's me. I'm here. Okay. We were talking about... Oh, we were talking about the Andy Weir story, The Egg. We were talking about reincarnation. All these good fun things. Yeah. Yeah, what are we thinking? What are we feeling? What are we saying? This guy says, for me, the soul, the energy, matures in time. Once able to understand different concepts, evolves in cam, handle more. It moves to a higher vessel. The filter is described in different theology, heaven and Christianity, nirvana, Valhalla, the Great Divide. Oh yes, I used to bash anything that kind of thought when I started to listen to experiences and boom, I believe in souls, etc. I just don't know anything about it. One day I'll make an art piece. Good! Hi, Biking Viking! And thank you, Brandon. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Thank you for the 5,000 fucking bits! That's an insane amount of bits! Double the bits, double the pleasure. I read The Egg. It's an incredible story. Honestly, I connect with it very much. I love it! I'm heathen. I'm so glad you liked it. Is this the first time that you've read it, or have you read it before? Oh my god. It's a great story. The first time I read it, it gave me an intense feeling of peace and satisfaction. I remember I was dating this guy, and he lived far away, and I went to go visit him, and then we broke up. And then I was taking like a short flight back to Toronto, because he wasn't that far from Toronto, but it was far enough that I was like, I'm gonna take like a little flight. And there was this experience of sitting on the airplane and taking off. I was feeling so miserable about like, oh, this guy dumped me, and the rejection. Every rejection feels like death, absolutely. I think a lot of us kind of feel that in different times in our lives. And then looking down from the airplane and seeing like hundreds and hundreds of cars driving on the roads, seeing thousands and thousands of buildings full of hundreds of people just like meandering about, going about their day. It gave me this sense of like, I am so tiny and I am so insignificant and I am so beautifully unimportant. Nobody cares about me. No, I mean, like, not in a bad way, nobody cares about me, but that, like, any person who's gonna go out of their way to judge me is wasting their time. Because there's so many people on this planet to judge. There's so many people on this planet to pay attention to. There's no wrong choice, unless you feel like, you're getting the short end of the like judgment stick. In which case, then you can definitely say that person's making the wrong choice. But that's a them problem. I liked it. I liked it a lot. How insignificant it made me feel to like watch the plane take off and realize that it does not matter. It does not matter in the least what I do or think or feel. It's just... What does he say at the end of Blade Runner? Tears in the rain? Yeah, I literally just read it for the first time, and yeah, it's exactly what happened for me. I feel so good right now. Yay, I love it. That's similar to the experience of astronauts describing when they look down at Earth. Exactly. Yes, yeah, that they look down and they're like, wow, I'm so insignificant and the world is so big, and it's, wow, I really don't need to worry so much. No one is insignificant. A random smile can brighten multiple people's days. Yes, that's true, yeah. Not insignificant and... Did not like that. And she did not like that. She was not a fan of it. She reported him and got him banned. He was also telling me that like sometimes he'll miss size relations in astronomical units. Oh, yeah, like when we see how big some stars are, and then it's like our star is huge. Our star is like so big, but on the cosmic scale, our star is actually kind of small, or like on the smaller side, isn't it? Yeah, it's the first time that I read it. It says, I'm heathen. And I'm kind of feeling good about the theory of just being like a piece of stardust and nothingness. Like, I usually don't like that thought. Yeah, sometimes that feeling of insignificance makes us feel worthless. But it's not that. It means that you are priceless. Yeah. You can't see the borders from space. The Great Wall of China would like to have a talk with you. But yes, you're right, Jaeger. But for some reason, the thought of all of us being one like that makes me feel a lot better about it. Perfect Calm says, you are so lovely. Thank you, Perfect Calm. And how everything can literally be over in less than a millisecond without warning if phenomena like gamma rays cross our way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It would just take like filling. What I mostly love about him are his friends. He has an amazing group of friends. One of their friends is an obliterate our planet, for sure. But then also think about how beautifully lucky we are that that hasn't happened yet. At least that we know about. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to relax. It feels good to be insignificant. Yeah. If you're an insignificant entity, I feel like that gives, at least me, a greater sense of creating my own meaning. My significance isn't determined by any one thing outside of myself. It is just that, like, I choose to smile at people behind counters. And that is the significance of my life. And it's not important in the greater scheme of things of, like, like, am I winning awards? Am I changing the flow of humanity? Nope. I'm just making someone's day a little bit brighter and feeling from that little bit of action, that little bit of choice, that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Oh, yeah. Okay, end of the world, come on. I'm ready for you, end of the world. I've made my own meaning and intention in my life. I'm ready for it all to be over. Let's do it, end of the world. So yes, apparently the world's gonna end tomorrow. This couple on TikTok were using a Ouija board to talk to an entity, and the entity was like, the world, in coded messages, it was like, the world will end on May 27th, 2025. So looking forward to the end of the world. Aren't we all? Yeah. And maybe, says Jaeger, that's what's gonna happen tomorrow. Fun while it lasts, I guess. At least all the wars will stop. Silver lining. I remember when I first learned that we were just a bundle of frequencies and never actually touch anything due to electromagnetic repulsion. Borked my brain for a while. Oh yes, I don't really understand that, but I'm glad that you do. Shepherd Wolfgang says, imagine what it's like having an ego, believing you are larger than life. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about other people? I don't care if other people believe they're larger than life. I think that's great. I wish that my mental illness worked in that direction too. Why shouldn't individuals feel important and have egos? Like, who does it really hurt? I mean, it definitely can hurt some people, absolutely. But I guess I just don't understand what your point is. Given the incredible odds that everything turned out the way it did, it's a dark irony that our brains don't let us enjoy every little aspect of our existing. I don't think it's our brains that are doing that to us. I think it's like social hierarchy. I think the social hierarchy that has been, like, insidiously built into every aspect of our lives is what makes us feel a little bit less than. Oh, the world's ending. Better go sell all my Hawk 2 coins. I thought the world was supposed to end in 2012. It just came a little, it slept in. The apocalypse slept in. Let it rest a little while. Mad Ibis says, survival instinct style to 11. Fun fact for you, chat. You can feel important in your own life. Yeah. And which organ did we use to create said hierarchy? I think greed lives in the gut. I don't think greed is a logical thing that happens in our brains. I think that sense of I don't have enough lives really deep in our guts. I think our brain is just along for the ride for our guts. The apocalypse hit the snooze button. Exactly. Oh, what's good, Casey Shuffle? It's been a minute. How are you doing this week? Happy Monday. Well, who said human brains function logically? Viking, I feel like you're being argumentative for no good reason. It's like no matter what I say, you're like, yeah, but who said that? Yeah, but who thinks that? It's like, are you agreeing with me? What's happening here? Girl, look at your arms. God damn. What? 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 Okie dokie. Whatever that means. Yeah. It's like you took a pencil and you drew a line, and then you drew another line. That is a goddamn moment, isn't it? 2 parallel lines to create an arm? Oh, so horny, so horny, so horny. Okay, we can just ban this person. It's a bit weird and creepy. I really dislike the, like, intense muscle mommy chasers coming for me. No, it's weird. It's uncomfortable. Jaeger, responding to Biking Viking, says, with time dilation, the possibility we are just on the surface of a black hole or whatever, it seems maybe we can indeed enjoy our existence. We just have to use different concepts and accept hugs that are given in whatever way they may appear, like now with the invader of our souls. I find everything of it endlessly fascinating and beautiful from a limited point of view. I can't believe that the Automod lets you type all of that. Whoa. That's so much. It's usually Automod is like, that's too many words. So many words. Mad Ibis says, maybe the end of the world is because the West just gave Ukraine the green light for striking deep into Russia. I read that in the news. Ukraine doesn't need any permission to go fuck up Russia. Russia gave Ukraine permission to go fuck it up when it invaded. Russia said, come on in, the minute it tried to get itself on in. Automod has been kind today. I think being a sub allows people to bypass it a little bit. Yeah. That makes sense. The Automod is like, you subscribed and you gifted some subs. We'll let you just say whatever the fuck you want to say. You've earned that right through your dedication to supporting the stream. Oh yeah, go ahead and enjoy. Wow. I really hope the world doesn't end tomorrow, because we've been having some good conversations today, and I do want to keep it going. I do, yeah. Pay to play, and it works. The Automod is favorable towards you for supporting the stream. Yes, it loves you. Wow. It's just that easy to win us over. But also I feel like it builds up a little bit of goodwill as well, where it's like, I can only make this playground available to you with your support. And if you're gonna support me, then I really want you to play. Yeah. What does the Ouija board know? It just ain't ending yet. What I think is far more likely is that what's gonna come out is that the husband has been cheating on the wife and their marriage is gonna end tomorrow. And he just really wanted to, like, you know, make the loss very devastating and extravagant. Yeah, baby, our world's ending tomorrow. I'd hate the world ending right now that I saved up money for the move. I don't want to go leaving behind any wealth. Yeah, ain't that the thing? If only we could take the money with us. I think a big part of religion is exactly that. No taking the wealth with you. None of it will get us into those pearly gates. I hope the move goes well, Viking. That moving is insanely fucking stressful. So much change. So much change. Yeah. Okay, guys. That's it for me today. I'm wrapping up my stream. Thank you so much for spending the afternoon with me and for chatting with me and for indulging my end of the world fantasies. Oh yes, thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow for our end of the world stream. That'll be fun. That'll be jazzy. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you get up to some good fun shenanigans. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Who shall we raid today? Who's catching the raid? Oh, Ashley's streaming. We love Ashley. Ha Chubby is streaming. Is it H-A Chubby or Has Chubby? I never know. Ooh, so fun. So many people streaming today. Having a grand old time. I love Ashley most of all, though. Let's be real. If I was going to watch a Twitch streamer, I would watch Ashley. Yeah. Thank you so much for the great chats today, everybody. Had a beautiful stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.